Hey everybody, Bill Hague here. I'm Executive Vice President with Magid, and I'm joined with my colleague Katie Larson, who is Senior Vice President with our firm and manages our brand strategy and innovation practice out of our LA office. And we were asked to chat a little bit with all of you today about OTT and the streaming landscape and what we're seeing via our consumer insights, what we're seeing with our clients, what we're seeing in the industry. Katie and I spend a lot of time talking about this. I'm sure, Katie, there are clients of ours who are like, enough already. But really, for the past 5-6 years, we've been talking about streaming and OTT being the future of television, the future of video. Talk a little bit about, that kind of universal question that we get, which is, what are you hearing out there / what should we do?
The thing that stands out to me as I think about all of the discussions you and I have had over the years is that we certainly know OTT. We spend a lot of time talking about it, but we also know TV better than anyone. And what stands out to me as we continue to help our clients in this space is how important it is for them to also be thinking in that same way. This isn't some digital thing. It's television. It's good content. It's engaged audiences. And that's how the consumer sees it. It's what they want. And anyone looking to carve out a distinct position in the space needs to be thinking about it in this same way.
And as you think about the landscape here today, early 2021, hopefully towards the end of a pandemic, economic downturn, and all of that that's been going on in the background that's impacted all of us, what do you see today, opportunity-wise, trend-wise, in the streaming world?
The thing that I think our clients need to focus on today is really the importance of the product and how they deliver the experience to the consumer in the streaming space. I think this is probably something that's been undervalued over the years. In the early days, content was the primary focus, and while that's certainly an important component, I think we've seen almost an over-focus on that. There's no shortage of content offerings for consumers to pick from, but how we can package that and how we can deliver that to them can be a real differentiator that people need to focus on if they're going to carve out a distinct position in the streaming space.
Yeah, that's a great point. And really, it's where not only consumers are spending more time, right? We all know from our own habits and how we're watching TV, it's changed in the past year, but it's also where advertisers, right, are talking a lot to us. I mean, one of the things that strikes me is our clients are media properties by and large, but the University of Notre Dame, Mayo Clinic, professional sports teams in the major leagues of all kinds of sports, they're all asking these questions about how do we evolve our video strategy, even local advertisers, and they're going there. And it's a real opportunity for all of them, right? I guess the friction in the kind of the ecosystem has been removed, right? Everyone can own a channel. Everybody can produce video, right? You don't have to have a swanky camera. This is the camera anybody needs right here, right? So it's really interesting from both, the advertiser point of view, the media property point of view, and the consumer point of view, how things have changed today, right?
Absolutely. And you're right, anybody can own a channel. I think the key is really focusing on what you're good at and what you can kind of leverage as a part of your brand in the space. Be high value. Don't try to be everything to everyone, because anyone can own a channel. It means there's lots of them. And discoverability is a major challenge.
Now, the last thing that I wanted to chat about was, different business models, right? Everybody talks about, it's acronym soup, AVOD, SVOD, TVOD, PVOD, I could go on forever, T-commerce. What are you seeing there as kind of our final wrap-up thought here today?
Yeah, I think AVOD and then SVOD are really just the starting points. Consumers are interested in both, and they're constantly assessing the value of the services that they have, and they're willing to pay for a couple. So I think looking at AVOD and SVOD are kind of the foundation, and then looking at what else you can do. Are there additional tiers that you can break out for consumers? Are there ways to kind of move towards a membership model and something that really creates more of a deeper and engaged experience with your audience? Is there transactional commerce opportunities that can also be a new revenue stream? It's definitely not one size fits all.
We did a big study here last year, and we asked preferred viewing method for streaming TV shows and movies. And you see, over 50% said advertising supported. AVOD was their preferred viewing method. You had almost 40% saying the subscription model, and then EST, electronic sell-through, or TVOD, really says to me this is kind of an and, rather than an or, right? You kind of need to have your foot in all sorts of business models, don't you think?
Absolutely. Take yes for an answer. The consumer is open to a number of different ways to engage with you and potentially to engage with the advertisers within your streaming app. So really explore all of the different ways you can monetize within and use this as a way to create multiple revenue streams.
Yeah, no, great point. We'll hopefully talk to all of you soon. And thank you again for listening. Bye bye.